Hello everybody, it has been a minute. Today is Friday, November 9th, 2018, and I just wanted to sit down and take a minute and check in because it's been a while. A lot has changed in my life since I last was on YouTube. I've had a lot of time to think and reflect. I wanted to just sit down and make a video where I'm just talking to you guys because I still will have people reach out and ask questions about my past experiences that I discuss on YouTube. First thing I want to do is just answer some of the most common questions that I get on my anorexia video. And the very first thing I will say is that yes, it is very fast. I've thought a couple of times about redoing the same exact video and making it slower, and that is still something I might possibly do, but between life and not to ruminate on the past and my own process of moving forward. Not yet done it. If you would like to see something like that, let me know because that's the most common thing that I get on that video. To everyone that has reached out, I truly appreciate you. Please don't ever hesitate to reach out. Those messages that made me feel like originally posting the video was all worth it. One of the most common questions I get asked is, why did I post that? Is a great question. At the time that I posted the video, I was feeling incredibly alone. I had recovered in a very non-traditional sense, and I had been at UW-La Crosse in Wisconsin. It's a great campus, and the thing about the campus is that it is not huge, but not small, so generally I knew a lot of people at the school. Even if I didn't know them by name, I would see them or have classes with them, and a lot of people recognized me, and I think a lot of people could obviously tell that something was going on with me. And after gaining weight, I think I really didn't want to talk about it in my personal life. I was really ashamed of what I had done. I felt like I had this big secret, and even though it wasn't a secret because everyone knew and could see, it wasn't like depression or anxiety where it's not completely visible. There can be signs of it, of course, but with something like an eating disorder that has physically manifested, everything that's going on up here is physically visible. People knew, and I just didn't really want to talk about it. But I wanted people to know that I acknowledged it and that I was making strides to get better and that I was in a really bad place. And I wanted people too to kind of understand how it can happen, because I'd never thought growing up I wanted to be anorexic. That was never the thought process that I had. But the realm of an eating disorder is very intense and very strong. I wanted people to know kind of how it looks and how it can happen. I never set out to do it in a way things happened where it led to me doing it, but I wanted people to know what it can look like and that it can happen to a lot of people. And then someone coming out of an eating disorder, that it's really hard to talk about. And maybe that wasn't the case for everybody, but for me, it was really hard to talk about. And even now, like, it makes me want to get a little teary-eyed because I still feel some shame trying to work through. But it's just very emotional because doing something like that to your mind and your body is not fun, and it certainly has physical and mental effects. So I wanted to start a conversation about that, and I don't exactly know all of the answers, and I don't exactly know even what I'm trying to say all of the time about it, but I want the conversation to have started for people, myself included, to not feel so embarrassed and ashamed to talk about it. Another reason I kind of initially made the video was because I didn't really know anybody else that had done what I did. I kind of felt like I was super alone in the world and with my disorder, and I wanted to connect with other people that had been through and had done similar things. So I think that was another reason. And then lastly, when I was getting out of the disorder, I realized I had a lot of information about it and a lot of photographic evidence of it. And I thought about contemplating for a long time deleting it all. And I realized I did not want to do that because at the time that I did it, it had been something I was so proud of and something that I would have given my own life for. So I didn't want to get rid of it, but I also didn't want to sit with it secretively by myself. So I decided to share it with the world. Was that the best thing to do? I really don't know. Really do feel as though it tremendously helped me in my healing process. And there were people that, and still are, critical of it, and that question it, and that say nasty things about it. The people that have reached out and that I've connected with since, much triumph than negativity. I've been asked if I did it for the attention or to get views. Truthfully, it was never about that for me. I think I didn't even really think about the views going into it. I didn't really think in numbers about it. Never really about how many people saw it. For me, it was, I think, about the impact of how people felt and who saw it. I have had a lot of experiences since then that are related to eating disorders and anorexia and are not. And I would really love to continue to share some of those experiences. I'm so glad I had the chance to talk to you right now, and I will talk to you very soon. Bye! Hello friends. Naturally, I did not think this through very well at all, and I shortly realized after I began filming, after months of procrastinating, that the camera wasn't even charged. So, we've now dug up the charger. Okay, we got it out of the box. Is it finally time you learn to deal with your shit? Friends, it is goodbye, because I do need to take out the battery to charge the battery. Yeah, I'm meeting my boyfriend's family today, so this is super interesting and fun. I have not seen myself this close up in a while, and I now know why. I quit my job working for the state of Wisconsin after I realized I was super unhappy, and I am in the very beginning of my new career as a real estate agent. I have darker hair now, au naturel, and right now I am chilling with a seagull. That's what is new with me.